This is Jesus Manuel Mena Garza. Hope you're doing fantastic wherever you're at. I'm at Western Campers in Fort Worth, Texas, right off of Camp Bowie right behind me. A rather noisy street. And of course, next to an Air Force base. I think it's Air Force. It might be the Navy. I don't know. I don't keep up on those things, but that's a noisy base. Sometimes you'll hear a jet just fly over and make a lot of racket. And I apologize ahead of time for all the racket. In this edition, I'm going to be exploring very affordable pop-ups. Western Campers is known as the king of pop-ups. I call them the king of pop-ups in the DFW area. They have a lot. Let me turn around the camera and show you some of their pop-ups. They also have campers and of course travel trailers, you know, towables, all kinds of wild and crazy stuff. And of course you can always call them. I'll leave their contact information right on cue, a jet passing by. So I'll leave that contact information for Western Campers right there, and I'm gonna turn on the camera right now. So they have a row of different sizes of Rockwoods and different manufacturers, Flagstaff, Viking, and I'm just going to pick one to take a peek at. Of course, they have smaller ones like this one's pretty small, don't you think? This is a very nice one. It's a Flagstaff SE. Now, what makes these travel trailers unique and an important, let me say that again, important segment of the RVing industry is that they're very lightweight and easy to tow, and they're low profile because they're typically only about 4 feet off the ground, 3 feet off the ground. They don't force you to use a lot more gasoline, so if you're using 10 miles a gallon towing, you know, a travel trailer, you're probably going to get 12 towing one of these, maybe even more. I know that when I tow my travel trailer, my Rockwood Mini Light 2207LS with my Chevy Colorado V6, I get about 9 miles on average per gallon. And there's a cute little Viking right there. And again, where am I at? I'm at Western Campers. I went to the COACHMEN VIKING website. This is the information I got. Not much. It's UVW. Its dry weight is a little over 1,800 pounds. The box size is 10 feet. And when the box is closed with the tent down, it's 4 feet, 10 inches, almost 5 feet. Here's how those pop-ups look when they're in towing mode. Just thought I'd show you. Again, super easy to tow. And of course they have hard tops, and you could put even a solar panel on them if you so wish. All three of these have solar panels. Look like a 100-watt solar panels, looks like from here. Then again, I am not an expert on solar. What do you think? So this is a 2107LS, and this is a Viking. Hey, let's check out this Viking. And let's start with the area up front. And these are all pretty cozy next to each other. Again, this is a Viking. What do you think of the Viking brand? I'm not too up on Viking, but here's the information down here. It says its dry weight is 2,000. Again, it's 2,039 pounds. Its overall length is 14 feet 2 inches. That's short. That's not very long. Super easy to tow, I would think. And here's some more information. If you have good eyes, you can see that, etc., etc. So it has room up front for a good-sized battery box. So, you know, you can put 2 batteries there. Puts 2 very nice batteries. Has a manual you know, tongue jack, but you can always put an electric tongue jack if you want them. And right there's a spot for one, you know, I don't know what you can put there. I think one propane bottle, but you can probably modify it to put, you know, as many as you want. Maybe just one short one, who knows. So let's take a peek along the side here. Some of the mechanisms here that, you know, hold the contrivance together. That looks like gravity fill to me. Yeah, you know, it might be actual city water. I don't know what that's for. There's the exhaust for the heater. And what is this for? I think this is a gravity fill. Yeah, it looks like gravity fill to me. Yeah, gravity fill. Let me close that. I gotta close it right with my hand, my left hand. I'm not good with my left hand. There it goes. And then of course right here is your 30 amp connection. Pretty good. What kind of tires do these have? These have the Westlake CR857s. They are ST235S5. Let me try to say it again. ST235/75R15. And they have steel rims. If you're highly motivated, you can replace these with Goodyear's, aluminum rims, something fancy, show off, you know, stuff like that. Scissor jacks. Has a spare tire in the back. And another area for lounging around right here. And for more information about this RV, you can go to VikingRV.com. Those look like sturdy off-road tires, don't they? These are definitely not highway tires. Highway tires have, you know, the lines that go, they have, you know, like channels going down. But once you see all this craziness, that means it's off-road again. Of course, it's messy. Okay, I call it messy. What do I know? So it says it's pet friendly. That's generous. And of course, you have some electrical outlets there. Propane quick connect. Again, those rims. This is the 2107LS. Let's take another shot from the side here, just so you can take a peek. Has some blue lights up there. From left to right. Again, this is super compact, super easy to tow. Let's see what it says down here. Has a cargo carrying capacity of 882 pounds. That's not too much, but that's more than what you probably need. Nice little door. How does it hold? It doesn't have any holdbacks or anything. Just sits there. Let's go inside. So there's a view of the tent area back there, and of course these controls. I'm not going to show you how to take these up and down, because I don't want to get the folks at Western Campers mad at me and they say, "Hey, Sus, you took one of these down," and we don't appreciate it. So it's basically a travel trailer for about 2-3 feet, and then the rest of it is tent with a hard roof. Okay. So right here you have a stovetop. Ooh, has 2 burners. Ooh, it has a little lock here. Look at that. It has a little area here where no wonder I had problems opening it up. There you go. Paperwork galore. 2 burner cooktop. Pretty basic. Essentially what you would see outside in your typical $20,000, $30,000, $40,000 travel trailers inside here. Got some storage underneath that goes back about 15 inches. And right there is your refrigerator. What type of refrigerator is it? Let me see if I can pull it out. Ugh. Again, it's locked right there. It's a nice little refrigerator. And then there's your heater covered by that piece of paper. You have some receptacles. You have a tabletop. Hey, they're using T-molding. I haven't seen T-molding in a long time. I thought people got stopped using that because I do not like T-molding. These T-molded trouters, these would separate, and then grime and grit would collect in there. Again, this is super affordable. This is if you want to get out camping, take the kids. And I'll be very straightforward with you. I've had children. They do not care about luxury. They just want to play with their electronic devices and go hiking, go fishing, have a good time. When you get older, you start wanting more stuff. But children, not so much. Storage here and there. Has some rails right here. You got to be very careful. This is pretty sharp. I would file this down so you don't cut yourself. Again, a good size bed. I think that's about a good full size queen size bed. And they have a box of goodies, made in China stuff, a gas grill. Again, a lot of these components in RVs nowadays are from China, assembled in the United States of America. Yeah, there's a little table. You have an area here and an area there, and you have some storage down there. Very nice. And you have some electronics right there. Let me open one of these up. Let's see what you got. It's pretty sturdy. Goes back about a foot. Goes back about a foot. You got two of those. One on that side. Fuse box. Controls for your air conditioner right there. Where's the air conditioner? Is there an air conditioner? Hey! You're going first class. You got an air conditioner and a vent up there. Let me turn around the camera. So what do you think of this pop-up by Viking? Definitely affordable, super easy to tow, lightweight, short. You might even be able to stick this in your garage. That's how easy it is. If you have space, if you have a couple extra spaces for your car, your truck, and for your pop-up. Okay. So again, I'm at where am I? I'm at Western Campers in Fort Worth, Texas. Hope you like this little short walkthrough. If you have any comments, questions, or suggestions, leave them below, and I'll leave you the contact information right here, right below here, for the folks at Western Campers. Muchas gracias. Again, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share, and leave your kind and friendly comments below abajo. And don't forget to ring the bell for future notifications. From Fort Worth, Texas, and Western Campers, gracias. Adios. Bye-bye.